We are back here on the Lotus SMP. As you can see here, it is raining, but that is more than okay. We are down for another adventure tonight as we get down into the vibes and make ourselves a cozy cottage here in the world, and I'm very excited for it. It has definitely been a busy week on my end, and I haven't done too much in terms of playing Minecraft, but we do have an episode out on the second channel, along with a couple of hours ago. We have a brand new episode out on the main channel too of this build that we have down here, and my oh my, has this kingdom changed over time. You can see it really is quite beautiful, even in the rain here. And once again, last weekend, off camera, we ended up getting around to expanding this area over here. And the plan for today's episode, or not today's episode, today's live stream, is for us to go and place down a cozy cottage down here. And I'm excited about it. I think it's one of my better builds, if I'm being honest. We do have to do a bit of material kind of organization and preparation for the build. But over the last kind of 2 streams or so, the Monday and Tuesday stream, we ended up getting a whole ton of white cubes, as you guys may know if you were tuning in. And so if we head into these shulker boxes right here, you can see that we have tons and tons of diorite. I mean, look at all of it. And we also have our banners, and we have our pale oak right here, along with some calcite that we also ended up getting on stream. And it's been a blast being able to hang out with you guys, and a whole ton of I have a whole ton of updates in real life. Since Tuesday's stream, it has been a busy week, and it's going to be a very, very busy couple of weeks. I cannot promise that I will be able to stream as much, and we'll get down to talking about it in a little bit. But I do want to show you, as the sun starts to set, it's me and Pug online at the moment. I do think that I want to put on the Lightmatica schematic and kind of show you what we're going with right here, so we can kind of take a step back. Yeah, it's a cool looking build. I think it's gonna fit nice if we take a step back here. Maybe not into the water. You can see that this is gonna be a great, it's kind of a larger build as well. A bit more material heavy, and then we're going to have eventually a mega build, or a mega build for me in this area right over here. I'm really excited about that too. I do want to change the song very quickly. And so that's the game plan. This bad boy right here is the game plan for tonight's stream, and we're definitely going to be able to get it done, so I'm excited for it. And if you're down for that, consider leaving a like on stream, and please do, honestly, please do after stream, even if you're watching the replay, please do consider watching the brand new episode that ended up coming out on the main channel today. I do put a whole ton of time into those episodes, and actually the rest of the weekend, I do think I'm going to be editing an upcoming episode, and I do think that I'm just going to go all out on editing. I really do think I'm going to. I'm very excited about that. Oh, we got Mari and we got Spooky in the house. It's good to see you guys. Be happy Friday as it rains here on Lotus. Spooky, I am curious. I did not, unfortunately, get to take a hold or take part of Draconis' stream today. So were you able to hang out with Draconis for a little bit? And if so, definitely let me know what he was up to. I would love to know. And Mari, it is always good to see you as well. What we are going to do right now is I have to go and find the stream book, of course, and I do think it's in here. Yes. So we can head in here, and we can once again add to the stream book for tonight's Friday night stream. It's been 3 days. Wait, how did that happen? Am I recording myself? Wait, how's this happening? I can't talk. If I talk, it's going to... Look at this, it's writing itself. Look at that. I don't know how this is happening. Guys, that's never happened to me. I have to stop. Okay, bang. That has never happened before. I couldn't talk while doing that. Yeah, that has never happened to me. Has that ever happened to y'all? Wait, actually, I just want to make sure. Did I date the... I can't talk during that. Man, I can't go into the stream book tonight. Guys, the amount of times that I'm going to go into the stream book tonight and try to put someone who comments into the stream book, and I'm going to talk over all of the history that I've made. Okay, we are definitely going to have to keep our eye out for that. Please do remind me. I'm sure I'm going to forget about that. Oh, look at the view that we're going to have from this place right here, though. Oh no, I did write your name wrong. Oh wait, I did. Wait, okay. I'm so sorry. Okay, there we are. Oh man, I don't like the fact that I can't actually talk during that. That's actually a bad word. I do apologize, Mari. That was the last thing that I wanted to do. I would want you to... I am curious as to what word it is, but I think you might have to let me know on Discord. But I am sorry. I didn't mean it. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we are going to see what we have to kind of acquire right now when it comes to our resources. So we're going to go into our material list, and it seems that we need about 4 stacks of polished diorite, 2 stacks of calcite. Why is this dude? Oh my goodness, I can't even talk during that too. So I did just take a photo with my phone. Okay, let's see, what do we need for this place? I'm gonna go back into my photos right now. Yeah, Mari, I think I've been writing it for a long time. Or wrong for a long time. But I am happy you said it. Because, you know, it's very easy. That's an easy fix to make. Okay, so we need 241 polished diorite, 84 calcite, 78 polished diorite stairs, 62 polished diorite slab, 42 diorite, 31 diorite slab, 22 pale oak leaves, and 22 pale oak stairs. And those are the major components of what we have for the build right here, so it's actually really not that expensive. We have been doing a good amount of collecting here, so let's see, we can head into our shulker box. I am gonna find a bit more of a vibe. Okay, so we have tons and tons of diorite. But it doesn't look like we have any polished diorite. So let's take 6 of these stacks right here, and we're gonna make 4 of them into polished diorite, just like so. And then I do want to make 2 stacks into stairs, just like that. And then we're also definitely going to want some diorite by itself. Okay, then what else did we need? Polished diorite slabs, okay. Then diorite slabs too. Yes, it is, I don't know how to explain it. It's a small thing. It's a small thing, but it's a big thing. But I am happy that you told me. I'm excited for you to talk with you and for you to let me know what it means. Okay. Oh my goodness, it keeps going again. Oh wow, okay, this build is actually way less expensive than I thought it was going to be. So, I'm actually quite surprised when it comes down to it. I do think that we're going to have to go and get some oak leaves in order to make this build kind of fully come to completion, but that's okay. Put away some of the things that we don't need right now because we do want to have some calcite in our hands too. I think this should be enough, honestly. Okay, what else do we need? Okay, we actually pretty much need... Oh, we have oak leaves too. Okay, we actually have everything I do think that we need. Meaning that we're pretty much ready to actually to get along to making this build, which is very exciting. Oh, and Mari, that's so cool. That's so fun. Please tell me, what were we doing? Hopefully it was having some ice cream. That is definitely something that would be fun. I feel like park would be fun too. I'd love to know. Okay, so we're going to get around to starting actually a flashback recording. Because I'm trying to finally level up my game when it comes down to it. So we're actually going to go back down to a single layer right here. And then we'll also place down, or put on our easy place mode. And and get around to placing down these blocks into the train. Oh, I definitely have polished diorite stairs. Okay, just like that. Although easy place mode, as we kind of talk about pretty much every Friday night stream, because I do try to keep Friday night stream as a building stream as much as I can. I do feel like ends up being the stream where we talk about the fact that easy place mode definitely makes mistakes from time to time. Oh, please do tell me I can actually access. Oh no, I can't. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, sometimes when you're too close. Oh, and this is glitched out too. Oh no. Oh, maybe I can. Oh. Oh my goodness. This is glitching out right now. Oh, okay, cool. I think that just kind of exploring the city and kind of knowing more about it would be so fun too. Oh, I did get disconnected. Wow. Hey, it's been a long time since that's happened. I feel like my internet's kind of running. I feel like it's not doing that well right now. Okay, let's try to get back in here. So for me, I feel like exploring in real life with other people is one of my favorite things to do. Now, like as you guys know, I spend a lot of time kind of, just, playing Minecraft and doing my thing. And I love doing that. Like, I look forward to Friday night stream. It's one of my favorite things to do in the entire world. Right? Like, if you guys know me, Friday night stream is like my favorite thing. But, I also, there is a part of me that really does enjoy, a large part of me, I would say. Not as much as other people that do not spend as much time doing the Minecraft thing as I do. But I really do also enjoy the fact of, real life is much more beautiful than Minecraft could ever be. I remember watching a video about that, maybe like 2 months or 2 years ago. Minecraft, especially with shaders on and everything like that, like it's such a beautiful game. And I love it, and I think you guys also, love some sort of aspect of the visual quality when it comes to Minecraft as well. But nothing beats, real life. If I stop right here and I look at my hands and my fingerprints and like my environment around me, that's always going to be so much more, I don't know, like, real, right? Like, and like so much more beautiful and in depth, because the human eye and our perception of real life, is so much more, I guess of so much of a higher resolution and quality and fidelity and beauty than, a game could ever be. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Who knows, maybe that could change at some point in time, right? But at the same time, I do think that, I don't know, there's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of beauty about just going and traveling and seeing everything that nature has to offer on this beautiful blue planet that we have. And so I've been very lucky when it comes down to it. As a 27-year-old, I have traveled to Barbados and to Puerto Rico and India and Bolivia and Spain. When it comes down to it, where else have I gone? I originally lived in Massachusetts, and now I live in Colorado, and I have gone to New Mexico, and I've traveled around. I've gone to some pretty cool places when it comes down to it, I think. And so exploring, especially, I want to go back to Europe. Man, I can't say that word. Back to Europe. So bad. I really enjoyed going to Spain over the last summer. It was a new experience for me, and there was a lot of backstory when it comes to my experience in Spain. But overall, I would do it again if I could. And I definitely want to go back to Europe and kind of explore. And I loved indulging in, all of the different intricacies when it came down to the architecture and the history and the sights and the ambiance and the food and all of those different things. I love those different things in real life. And it's always fun to be able to kind of convey those in Minecraft. And I think that a lot of us that like a lot of kind of YouTubers, I think within the same sort of niche that I happen to reside in, also love the idea of putting these kind of real life things into the world. And I love doing that too. Okay, I'm looking back at the second monitor. It actually seems like you guys can see me. And it does look like we're at layer 67. But we'll head back up and we're heading to the next layer here. I do think that I'm going to change the music very quickly, bring it back into the sort of slip vibe that we have here. And I am excited. At some point during the stream, we do have, I think, 8 more stream songs that I've added to the playlist. And I don't know, one of my favorite things about Friday night stream is when I'm able to drive to work in the morning, usually the day of or the day beforehand. And every once in a while, I'll just kind of sift through Epidemic Sound and kind of think about what I want to play this song on stream, and I can find some good songs for it. And so slowly but surely, we are definitely adding to it when it comes down to it. 6-7. I've kind of embraced it when it comes down to it. I've been overexposed to 6-7, being a teacher, right? And one of the best calls that I ever did is that many teachers at my school that I know ended up getting kind of like annoyed about the whole kids kind of like abusing 6-7, but I just let them do it every single time they ever wanted to. And then I'm a math teacher, and so I would always incorporate 6-7 into the problems, and I had no problem in kind of just like also using it and just like incorporating it. And so the kids, had fun with it and it helped them learn. But at the same time, I also framed it as a situation of being like, like I'm fine, like, I'm fine with it. I understand the humor in it. Like, I'm more than fine with you guys doing it. But also at the same time, like, I just think that it's kind of immature. Like, I'm fine with you guys doing it. Like, I have no problem with you guys doing it. Keep doing it. But like, I just think it's immature. And you'll see that the older kids will also eventually think that it's kind of immature if you guys just keep doing 6-7, and that sort of thing. And the older kids, or the more mature kids, not necessarily older kids, but the more mature kids in my class started to catch on because a bunch of the more immature kids, we share a school with a middle school. And so there's kind of a crossover. So you can see the middle school sometimes, like from time to time, within the elementary school. Like they do coincide from time to time. And all of the younger kids would just be going 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, and so and so. And the, the older kids, there is definitely, and I even like in a kind of just like a pop culture sort of trend sort of aspect, some sort of whatever it is, energy that 6-7 ends up giving, which has whatever, kind of attention or whatever component that it is, that, people end up enjoying or relating to it, whatever subconscious sort of way, right? And so, you can actually enjoy that concept. I do think you don't have to necessarily be like, it's immature, although it definitely is rot, I would say. It's not 6, 7 or any sort of thing like that. Even like the whole, like, if you remember years and years ago, the whole 9 plus 10 equals 21 or anything like that. Like, that's not providing any value. And like, as a math teacher, I also recognize the fact that, like, I've considered telling my kids that the older 6, 7 was the 9 plus 10 equals 21. And I decided not to. And the reason for that is because I think that if I told them that, then some of the kids would actually think that 9 plus 10 is 21. You know what I mean? So, like, at least I've actually seen like a beneficial output to a certain degree in 6, 7 with the kids that I teach, because some kids kind of struggle to understand the fact that there is, if you think about the number 6, 7, there's 6 in the tens place, which means 60. And then there's 7 in the ones place. That digit represents 7 ones, where the 6 represents 7 groups of 10 ones. And a lot of kids that I teach really struggle with that aspect. And so when I'm able to kind of use that as a way to actually leverage the fact that this is what place value means, like, this is, like, genuinely, if you want to understand how, we kind of use exponents, or how we are able to use numbers to explain larger and larger groups of whatever it is, whatever unit. Numbers are the mathematical language of doing that. And a lot of kids struggle with that when the only thing that they know is really the idea of ones. And you can keep on counting ones, right? Like, when you're young, and I'm sure that many of you guys have forgotten about this, but this is the reality, that when you're young, as you're learning math, your reality is that you only kind of consider the fact that, when you're starting math, you just kind of see, like, how many objects are there? Okay, there's this many objects. Well, we use this number to explain the fact that this is that singular thing, or 2 of them, or 3, or 4, or 5, and that sort of thing. And then we can put those groups of objects together, and then those groups of objects, when put together, end up making something greater than itself that happens to represent the number that you were just counting to by ones. And so that's kind of the next level. And people, in kindergarten and in first grade, that is kind of what that happens to be about the fact that you can count on and keep on counting on numbers, but then you can also, put those numbers together, or you can even take away a number from a different number of objects, which we know as subtraction, right? And then after that, you end up getting around to putting in numbers past a group of 10. And the reality is, you could learn math by just understanding how to count 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, but you would never ever be a good mathematician, because you can't really do anything efficiently. You can never get to any sort of brink of or horizon within mathematics just by going with one whole number and counting on, because the reality is that to work efficiently and to understand the nature of the universe, we have to understand how group of objects compound with one another. And when that happens, we put 3 or 4 and we put them together. We would put 3 groups of something together multiple times, because that coincides with a chemical reaction or a biological component or something like that. And that's where multiplication comes in, or the other thing in the more subtractive sense, which is what we know as division. And so a lot of kids really struggle with the fact that there's a transition that needs to be made cognitively between just counting up to a certain number and understanding that numbers go up, as opposed to actually manipulating them and being able to work with them in your brain in order to understand the nature of, how the universe operates in a more kind of ground-based perspective, not any sort of like mystical or spiritual-based perspective, if that makes sense, but just in a real, kind of hands-on ground-based perspective. So I don't know. Hopefully it's probably I don't know if that makes sense to any of you guys. That was a huge tangent. And I do see that we have Lily and we also have Serotonin in here. So happy Friday, guys. It's good to see you. I do need to put you guys into the stream book. But that was a huge tangent. I did want to make sure that I could fully elaborate on that thought as much as I could as we continue to build back up here on our cozy cottage. Okay, I also do need to grab a sip of water, and I'm going to take a look at the stream book as well. Oh, this could be one of the new... I don't know. This could be a new stream song. Can't tell. Okay, let me head to sleep for the night too, just to be safe. Whoa, Lily, really? That's crazy. The bracelet that you made me, that was maybe, I think that was running up on 11 to 12 months now. I feel like, I know you have the post of it. Let me know if you can. How many months ago was that? That's so cool. As you guys can see, my news, I was an orange monk for about 3 years, which is very important to me. And I would never, ever, ever, ever take back that skin, because it was such a huge part of me. This was always what I wanted, the skin that I have now. Even like the Adidas track pants, like these guys that I have right here, I have them in real life. I'm not wearing them right now, but like I have them. So I think it's so fun. And I always wanted to have like almost like an Avatar The Last Airbender or like a Naruto sort of headband here. And so I've always wanted this. And so I've incorporated kind of my face that I had from the monk costume into the original skin that I had envisioned. And this is so me, and it's my favorite color. Blue is my favorite color. Yeah, Serotonin, we're almost to 8K, my man. Which I'm excited about. Hey, we had wanted to hit 10K by 2026, as we were talking about. But if I'm being honest, the channel has gone under the probably worst 6 months of growth that I've ever had. Which is fine because I'm still here. As you can see, I'm not going anywhere. And that's what it's all about. And we are still growing. Let's see. And once again, guys, we do also have a brand new video that ended up coming out today. And I would love if you take a look at it after stream. It is the video of the tavern that we have right over in this direction right there, that build that we have. Okay, let's see. What do we have when it comes to our analytics? It hasn't been that great in terms of our subscribers. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, so I'm definitely down when it comes to subs over the last month. But at the same time, I still ended up gaining 48 genuine people. I haven't been posting any short form content or anything like that. So those people are just people that have come for me. And so even on a down month, 48 subs is, I'm still happy with that. Although it is down 101 from usual. Meaning usually per month I get about 150 subs. So definitely the viewership is down, but it's okay. Look at this. I'm hanging out with the people that I want to. Right? I'm hanging out with you guys. And that's what makes all of the world me. Oh man, it was 6 months ago? That's still cool. Who knows? How could you know me that well? Oh, also, we do have to put you guys into the stream book too. Okay, guys. Wait, I have to give me. I cannot talk for whatever reason during stream when I do this. Tonight's stream, whenever I put anyone into the stream book, it ends up kind of transcribing my voice. So give me a second off mic so that I can actually put your guys' names into the world for tonight's stream. Thank you, Mari. Yes, thank you, Mari. Don't talk slip. And if you guys have not left a like on the stream, please do consider doing so. It does mean a lot, and it helps us support the channel, and maybe we can have even more people hang out with us tonight on stream too. But give me 1 second. Okay, just give me 1 second. I want to catch up with stream too. Guys, okay, I have so many things to tell you. I have so many things that have happened this week. Give me 1 second. I want to catch up with chat, and then I will catch up with you guys. And also let you guys know what's been happening in the real world too. Okay, I'm just catching up on stream. Spooky ended up saying that he's been so accustomed to 6-7 that he's just kind of used to it now. And then Mari said 420. Okay. I do think that we can get back to the building grind here. And once again, guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me here on Friday night. I do think that the original plan for me this weekend was to do another event with Is Kevin, which is kind of like a civilization sort of event. We all kind of would be having weapons and going at each other and trying to find if we can find some peace and diplomacy in kind of like a Minecraft player event. And for me, I don't know, I've tried to do it, and I think that I've signed up for these events time and time again. But at the same time, you guys know that I'm also an elementary school teacher, and I also, my kids will watch my videos more than I realize from time to time. And for me, I do think when it comes down to it, I'll hear, even like, here's how I know, like even in odd comments of like, my mom says, X, Y, or Z while I'm watching your videos. right? And so like I know that my videos are being broadcasted, and that's like a cool thing, because I like being, I'm totally the person that I happen to be. And I'll never, you guys get me for exactly who I am. Right? And then the people that know me in real life also know me for exactly who I am. And so I don't think there doesn't have to be any shame or intimidation when it comes down to it if you're just being exactly who you are. Which of course is easier said than done. But it's something that I'm very proud of when it comes down to it. One thing that you guys definitely know if you have ever watched the second channel is that I am, a huge champion of just being who you are and sharing that. And I know how intimidating it can be on the internet. But like anything, it's also a skill that you continue to develop over time. And I do think that inevitably the reward that you get from it is the fact that you can share who you are. You can just be who you are, and you don't have to worry about it or think about it too much. Everyone, when they first hit the record button or when they first start live streaming, they're so nervous. And for me, I don't really get nervous anymore. And I know that other people that just being there for them and showing up for themselves, they won't get nervous. I get excited for it. There is a psychological kind of correlation with anxiety and nervousness and excitement. And eventually, I think that the more that you get comfortable with something, the more that anxiety and nervousness kind of transfers itself into excitement. I used to get the most nervous for Friday night stream, and now here I am, years later, and it's the thing that I look forward to all week. I thought about maybe live streaming last night. Then I was like, you know what? I want to hang out on live stream and do this build with everybody else. That way you can see this build come together and we can hang out during the process of it. Like, that's so much more worthwhile. But I know that 2.5 years ago, I would have been dreading anything like that. I would have been so nervous. I genuinely mean that. I would have been so terrified when I first started live streaming. It took me like 15-20 minutes to get into the actual stream. Like, just to hit the live stream button, and I just had to sometimes this is very true. I forgot about this until kind of going on this rant. When I first started live streaming, I would have to count down from 5. I totally forgot about that. Like, I would get the way that I would describe it to people when I entered live stream is that, like, I'm sorry that I'm late for live stream. Like, for me, I'm kind of like a dog. You know how like a dog, when a dog goes into its bed, it ends up kind of like circling and circling around, and then eventually it finds its perfect spot, and then finally when it's good, then it sits down, right? Like, for me, when I first started live stream, and I'm still kind of like this to a certain degree, I have to, everything has to be good to go. And that doesn't only mean kind of like the audio and like the visual and like my idea and the plan for the live stream and that sort of thing. But like most importantly, I would say my headspace. If I'm not feeling like recording, sometimes, or not sometimes, most times, I'm usually able to kind of transfer my thought process and kind of do a lot of habits that will kind of revitalize, I would say, my energy when it comes down to live streaming. And then my advice to anybody is that when they actually first start, just eventually, as soon as you hit the record button, you're on, right? And that's the best thing in the world, because the worst thing in the world is procrastinating that. I think anyone that's making content will go through time to time, that imposter syndrome of being like, okay, I'm nervous to actually hit record. Like, do I actually have anything to say? But my experience over the years has been that you have no idea what you're going to be able to say once you actually hit record. So just hit record. Just actually hit it. And so for me, nowadays, like, I look forward to that. I think I've done it enough times for me to realize the fact that when I do this, I don't ever look back on it. I'm never upset about live streaming. Like, I never look back and I'm like, oh, I'm so upset that I showed myself. I think the first couple of live streams I had to get used to the fact that I was like, okay, like, this is what I am like on live stream, because I don't think I'm like everybody. But that's for better or for worse when it comes down to it. But who cares? Who cares if you like doing it and you're being you? I mean, I guess you could say, for me, I genuinely don't find there to be like a downside of trying to put myself out here and, just be myself and hang out with you guys every single, time that I can through the internet. But that has been a growth process when it comes down to it. But genuinely, it's one of the most worthwhile things I've ever done. And to transfer this like kind of anxiety that I've had into the most fun thing that I've ever I'm kind of pushed myself to do in my life, I would say. It's been nothing but something that I would recommend for other people to do if they to love this thing as much as I do. Yes, yeah, I feel like serotonin is a good example of that too. Like serotonin, you've come such a long way, and not only that. Actually, let me pause for a second. Like serotonin, like over the summer, I would say, ended up, him and I kind of like communicated, and I think he's been watching the channel and doing, watching other channels too. Like, it's not like I'm the only person that you guys watch. And so we all inspire ourselves here in the community. It's like the most beautiful thing ever. Like, we all feed off of one another, right? And if there's anything I could do to provide for you guys in any way, that's what I'm here for, right? Like, that's what I'm doing as much as I can. And so serotonin and I were talking, and, I gave him as much advice as I could. And, I still have plenty more to say, dude. And I'm always happy to continue the conversation as well. My man, I really do mean that. But serotonin, went from, getting, I think under 100 views per video. And then we started talking and ended up getting over 100 views per video very, very quickly. And then we ended up having a further conversation when it came to YouTube Shorts. And within a very quick period of time, he was able to use, his own sort of like skill sets that he had grown, through commentary and through video editing and through making cinematics and playing Minecraft, all of those things together, making into content that would be able to retain attention and find or reach people, I would say that, he wanted to, right? And that's just what it's all about when it comes down to it. And it's fun. We all get busy, and there's so many things in life, I would say, that, have our attention and need our attention, right? And I'm very thankful that I'm able to live a life that enables for me to be able to spend as much time as I can with you guys and play Minecraft and, all those different sorts of things. But there's nothing to be said about the fact that when you continue to actually put yourself out there and press that record button, you never know what's actually going to come out. And again, you just get better at it over time. And I have a long way to go. I have a super long way to go. But here I am, for me to be proud of I should be really proud of myself, because again, a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, for me to think about the fact that I would ever be able to get some real progress done while also being able to express myself in the best way that I can, we're also building this while we're also hanging out in that sort of thing. It's not as fast by far as I would do on, my normal sort of, cadence and rhythm, I would say. But still at the same time, or if I was off live stream, but we can also, we can hang out, and I can also do this. I could never do this. Part of the reason that I ever started making Minecraft cinematics in the first place was because I couldn't do it. I feel like this has to be an art trade here. We'll have to find out. But I was, I made cinematics because I was like, I don't feel comfortable enough. I can't even do a live commentary. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And now I can look at myself after putting all this time in. And, I was inspired by Draconis at first, because he can just live stream for hours and hours and hours. And it's so cool that he can do that. And I've gotten so much better about doing that over the years. I'm really proud of myself too. But I also know that during my live streams, I do nothing more than give you guys the epitome of my, my best ability to hang out and, be with you guys. And I promise you that is so much more, it's so rewarding for me to go to sleep after a Friday night and to have everyone in the stream book and to have a new build in the world, as opposed to have just watched a Netflix show or something like that. And so look at this, guys, it's coming together. And thank you guys once again for hanging out. I hope you guys like the ramble. Ooh, Mari, I like that too. You can dress a dog as a cat, but it doesn't make it meow. Okay, look at this. This is looking good, guys. But I do, I can tell I do have to go to the bathroom very quickly. Let's take a look back at the new build, though, I say. And you can see that we have the windmill over here, right next to Maddie's base. And, oh, actually, Pug is online. I don't know if he's watching the stream at the moment, but it is good to see him. One thing I was talking about earlier on, or actually I was not talking about, that I was thinking about earlier, is that it's always a comfy feeling having a Friday night and having Pug and myself on the stream. Alright, but I'm going to take a quick break, maybe. Oh, actually, I'll tell you guys what I have for dinner, which I'm very excited about too, after I get back. But I'm going to take a quick little break, and I will be back in just a jiffy. And if you haven't yet left a like on the video, consider doing so. Or on the stream, consider doing so. so that we can hang out with even more people. But I'm going to find a good vibe, good groove for you guys. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, and we are back. And I will have to admit that one of my favorite builds that we have here in the kingdom is definitely this build that we are standing on right now. Now, if we fly on down right here, I'm not going to be able to make it. We fly on down, hopefully, oh, hopefully like so. Excuse me. We are going to be able to land on this build, and as you can see, we are kind of able to see out at the rest of the kingdom from any view that we have right here. And it's one of my favorite things that we have about everything. But as I was sitting back down, I really did recognize, look how beautiful everything that we have here is. I mean, it's stunning. Like, we've put so much work into this. And one of my favorite things that we have about the world that we have here is the consistency that we've had with all of the different block palettes that we've had. This is a world design that I've had in the back of my mind for over a year. And I wasn't sure if I was actually going to do it this Lotus season, but now that we have, I am such a happy man. It looks so incredible. I do think that we don't need these blocks right here. And I am curious, Spooky, are you still here? Because if so, I do have something that I do want to let you know about. But anyway, once again, happy Friday night, guys, and we will continue into the grind here. Okay, we need polished diorite. Wow, we don't have any left. Okay. So we can take off our easy place mode right here, and we can head back on down. And wow, we definitely have more than enough diorite to meet our needs for a good amount of time, hopefully. We are definitely working towards a mega build, which is going to be coming in the new area that you can see over here. You guys can probably tell that I usually do not build that many kind of mega builds. So we'll have to see what happens. But man, look at the sunset that we have here. I love this place, man. Love this world that we have here. I'm so proud of it. Okay, Spooky. Spooky, this build is for you, man. This build is dedicated to you. And that will be a part of this video. And I'm very excited for it. So happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday. If we could do an HB for Spooky in the comment or in the chat. I'm going to do it right now. This build, my man, is for you. Bam, happy birthday, my man. Yeah, this build is for you. Also, if you were, so for, this is just a cozy cottage for you. And I haven't made an interior for it yet. So if you have any ideas for anything that you would like in the interior, definitely let me know. Because I'd be happy to implement anything that you would be wanting when it comes down to it, except for netherite, dude. Do not make me get netherite. Because I want to at some point in time. I have never gotten netherite by myself in the game, so I do think that this season on Lotus I do want to try to do that for the first time. But pretty much anything besides that, I'm more than happy to try to put into the interior if you want to. Or one thing as well, if you would ever want to design the interior yourself, I'd be happy to get all of the blocks for it too, and then I could also put it into the world via like a Lightmatica schematic. Would it be possible to make a cat tree? Yes, it definitely would be. I'd be more than happy to do that. Okay, oh no, I'm flying in here. Thank goodness there's no mobs in here. I say let's head to sleep for the night. it's fun. So we have 2 sniffers. Both of the sniffers that we have over here are named off of Mari's cats. And then if we fly up over here on the hillside, as you can see, we're doing a whole ton of work over here. We're actually really transforming this area over time, which is kind of a secret project, if I'm being honest. You guys don't really know anything about this, but this is all being transformed over time. But we also have Serotonin's place over here. As you can see, we have the Serotonin setups sign right here. And we can, and one of my favorite things about the build, Serotonin, this is the first time that I have ever used the azalea bush around the area, which is kind of fun. And I also love the fact that you can see that up on the item frames right here, we have some clay. I don't know, I like it. And tons of different kind of blocks in here. And the first time I ever used some chiseled bookshelves as the backbone of an exterior of a build. So I really do like that too. And then we can also head in here, and I don't have a name for the bird yet. And if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'll take a screenshot with my phone right now if you guys have any ideas of the bird, and then we'll implement that. I'd be more than happy to do that since name tags are so cheap nowadays. A nice little interior right here with tons of paintings and whatnot. And then we also have a nice iron sword from the beginning of our kind of Lotus adventure right here. This is definitely a historical remnant of the world because it's very old at this point in time now. So it's very cool to have it in Serotonin's base. And the same thing also applies with this iron sword that was used at the beginning of the game. So very old school when it comes down to it. So a great remnant, and we'll keep this build in the world, for sure. However, you can also see on the backside that we're doing a whole ton of infrastructure work when it comes down to it, getting a lot of leather, and unfortunately a whole ton of chicken eggs. Actually, you can see I can fly back right there. Behind me is the monorail that leads to the island. And then we have the new area over there where my kind of mini kingdom is kind of setting up. And then we also have main kingdom of Solith. And so everything else is right above the hill right there. And our island is right over there if it gives you better perspective. Hey Mari, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you sleep well, and it has been such a pleasure being able to spend some time with you. I really do love hanging out. It's so fun to be able to spend some Friday night streams, and I can't wait to chit-chat with you in the Discord as well in the upcoming days too. So I hope you sleep well, and thank you as always for spending some time with me and some time with all of us here. It's always a pleasure having you here. Anyway, I hope you sleep well, and sending you some good energy into the night and into the dreamland. Guys, y'all are the best. You know, for me, if I was hanging out in the comments or in the chat, you know, if I was going to sleep, I would also love to, you know, have my friends that are hanging out on stream also be like good night and sweet dreams and that sort of thing. Like, and that's what we have here. So thank y'all. Like, thank you guys for being here. You guys mean a lot to me. I think y'all know that too. Guys, look how beautiful this place is coming together so well too. Okay, we can head back on over to our new area, and I would be I doubt that I bet you by the end of the weekend that this build will have a brand new stone pathway going all the way up to it, and we'll have some flowers all over the area and be completely terraformed in. Right now, as you can see, the plan is just to put in the baseline. and take it slow and hang out. And I don't know, it's just so relaxing hanging out with you guys. Hey, Lily, thank you. You know, you can see how much time is spent into it. Actually, I mean, you guys don't see me make any of these builds in creative. And there isn't, honestly, building by itself is, I think. Okay, I never give myself credit for anything. Thank you. I'm just gonna say thank you. And I'm going to elaborate upon it more too. But let me grab a quick sip of water, and we'll keep getting to building too. Okay, I did want to start at the top of the stream playlist. Okay, let's get back into it. All right, let's get back into building this cozy cottage for spooky right here. But thank you. So one thing that I wanted to share is the fact that when it comes to building, of course, it takes a lot of time, and I do think that I'm going to respond in a comment of the day episode. Which, if you guys ever have any comments or any questions for me that you would ever like for me to respond to on the second channel, not on the second channel, on the main channel, actually here at the end of any episode. If you have any questions for me that you would like for me to put into new sort of like commentary cut, I would love for you guys to leave some comments for me or some questions for me so that I can get back to you guys and let me know my perspective and thoughts on different things. But when it comes to being a better builder, I put a lot of time into, learning how to make things within creative mode. Now, I did not do that in like one fell swoop. Like I have not like ever done a deep dive in building. And I do think that I'm much more ripe for doing that because I've been a builder for many years. And so I do think that there are many different little things that I could do to really up my play style in the way that I can kind of communicate and elaborate the intentions that I have and transmit them into Minecraft. But I do think that at this point in time, I think that if you're trying to really get into building, just get into creative mode. I would say actually just build in creative. And for me, it took a very long time for me to actually be the person that would actually try to go and build my builds in creative mode. I was the person that, I just wanted to freeform my builds and I wanted to see how things went, and I thought that if you were using creative mode, it was going to take away from the fidelity of the game because you're kind of just building something and then you're just placing down blocks in order to make that vision come to life. The reality is that it's so much more than that. It genuinely really is. And you can see here that I'm not just trying to build whatever I want to build any Friday night or Saturday morning or Tuesday afternoon if I had a holiday. I'm building intentionally. All of this is really important. I think about the sight lines and about where builds are placed and what they look like and how many towers and are in the world and what the edge of the river looks like. And I have future plans to make this entire area, the entire water line so much more detailed. And it's map design and sight lines and artistic fidelity when it comes down to it. There really is a lot when it comes to building in Minecraft. And if you really want to, be able to have a world that, I don't know, speaks in a way that it's worth thinking about, right? I could never do this without thinking about it. There's a lot of thought about it. I've wanted to have that windmill up there for a very long time. Oh, serotonin, that makes me so excited, my man. The new PC is performing well. For me, dude, I was thinking, I've been really wanting to get a new PC, and I'm definitely ripe for it when it comes down to it. Like, I'm ready for it. However, the big news of today, in tonight's stream, is the fact that I actually ended up signing on a new apartment lease 2 days ago, and actually yesterday. And so I'm moving into a new apartment, and I'm actually moving in like 2.5 weeks, which is like no time whatsoever. So I am not going to be able to stream as much as I would like to, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, because I'm going to have a whole ton of life coming upon me, but we'll have to see what happens. Now, the good thing is that I have been very much so preparing for this. I did know that I was going to be moving, and so I have tons of content coming out. So if you watch the video that came out today with the build that we have right here, after watching tonight's stream, you'll see that we've done so much more since making this build. When we made this build, the nether portal wasn't here, the trees weren't here, everything that we had, where all these hay bales were right here, this was all wheat. Everything around here was wheat fields for the most part, and everything is now exactly how I want it to be for the atmosphere that we're looking for. Hey, yeah. Thank you, Serotonin. Yeah, it's so exciting, my man. We're going to totally be able to lock in. I'm going to be living in a nice place too. I'm definitely going to show you guys in the Discord when it comes down to it. But I do hope that you're excited for it. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for it when it comes down to it. Okay, but we're going to make some diorite slabs very quickly, and then we can fly back on up to the rooftop. And I do think that we're on the final touches of the build. As you can see right here, we're finishing up on the chimney, so we can increase the layer level one more time, and I think that happens to be it. That is the entirety of the kind of rough draft of the build that we have here. So I do think that we'll go back to the render layers and see everything that we have here, and you'll see all of the mistakes that I ended up making within this process here. Actually, it does not seem to be that bad. I do need some pots over here, and it seems like we have some pillagers over there too, which is kind of funny. Okay, but actually, besides a couple of campfires that we definitely need to put in there, and some iron bars, which we can get very quickly, and some walls. It's actually really not looking too bad. We'll have to put the... Okay, definitely. Actually, there's a couple, misplaced blocks here, but it's really not too big a deal. Especially if it's on the inside. It's much more the exterior that we have, because as you can see, we may have put in a couple blocks where we needed to have windows. And so we can get around to fixing that very quickly. Along with, we do need to put some walls into the area too, which is kind of fun, and I want to make sure that I do it because I don't usually put walls into builds. Okay, look at this. We have 2 stairs just like that. And then again, a couple of stairs that we really don't need at all in the exterior of the build too. And we definitely need a couple of fence gates too. But I can already tell that this final product is going to look very cool within the environment. Okay, and some fence gates too. Okay, yeah, look at that. We're on the final form. We're almost there. Okay, look at this. Actually, I'm up here. Actually, I'll go into easy. Actually, I need to get out of easy place mode. So we can definitely do that. And then, why not? We can come up here. And look at this. This is what I mean. Light Matica is definitely not perfect. Let's see. We can come in here. And it looks like we need stairs. Also, this is one of the new songs that I ended up downloading this week, so let me know what you think. I feel like it's very relaxing. Okay, sometimes when you can't figure it out, all you need to do is place in blocks that hop into work at the same time. Why can't... Oh, okay. There's actually a block behind there. Okay, but that texturing will definitely work out, so I'm fine with that. However, I did just happen to make a couple blocks that didn't really need to. Okay, but we can come back in here just like that. Easy peasy. Okay, actually, it looks like we're pretty much ready for the last bits and bobs for the build, which makes me a very happy man. It's looking quite good. Okay, let's head over here. We can make some walls right here. We have plenty of diorite when it comes down to it. 32 diorite walls is going to be more than enough. Okay, so we can come in up here just like that. And then definitely inside, it's going to be easy to do too. Yeah, just like that. And spooky, as you can see, much to be left here. Plenty of interior to be used for any sort of building that we could use here to commemorate your birthday, my man. Okay, another wall right there, and right here too on the outside. And it's worth coming around here because you can see that we have 2 more right over here. And then we also have a lantern there too. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, also, if you don't know Lightmatica too much, if you have an orange slab like we have up here, then it's the right block, but it's in the wrong sort of variation, as you can see. So this full diorite or polished diorite block actually needs to be a slab. So the best thing that we can do in order to continue to have the integrity that we want in the build is to do that. Spooky, you're happy with anything that I do on the inside. Okay. We'll have to, okay, cool, okay. We'll have to see what happens. I want to get better at Minecraft interiors. I really do want to get better at interiors this year. Ooh, we're gonna play dodge. Oh, can't touch this. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, there's so many. Oh, wasn't thinking about this. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we definitely can get a couple of our materials out of our inventory. We don't need too many of them left, but we do want maybe some trapdoors, maybe some buttons, definitely some doors. Some planks. We're gonna make a couple more doors too. We can place those guys into our inventory like that. And to finish off the kind of pen area that we have here too. Oh man, this is definitely looking quite good. We also need some white glass, which I'm gonna have to get to. But I do think that we have the banners that we do want for this build too. So that's definitely going to be a good thing. Okay, I can see. And we're going to try to put our rockets... Wait, actually... we have to make some iron bars. We'll put some banners into our offhands too. And we don't really need all of this stuff right now. So let's try to put something away. We're going to have to put or organize our inventory once again. Okay, but we can put in the doors that we have for the build too to make it come to life. We're almost there, y'all. I think we can also take out those banners too. Okay, also, but we need that iron. We need iron. Which we have right here, so we can put it into our crafting table. And I think 32 iron bars should do the trick here. So we'll do 32 and we can fly back up into the air and head back down onto this almost finished build. Bada bam. Okay, that is pretty much it when it comes down to it. Let's see. Do we have any more banners? Yeah, we have plenty of banners that we want to put up here. But I do think, honestly, we were pretty well prepared when it came down to the resources that we had, or that we needed for tonight's build. And once again, this build is dedicated to Spooky. I hope that you like the build, my man. Can't wait to show you very quickly when we don't have the Lightmatica schematic on it anymore. You can see how beautiful it actually happens to look. I do think that I'm going to have to restock on our banners very quickly, or very soon. I do think they're kind of expensive when it comes down to it. Oh, dude, I could rant on and on and on about beating the game versus actually continuing to build in Minecraft and not knowing what to build. And Serotonin, the one thing that I would say to him is think about how people would live in a world. Like, literally, like if you ask yourself, how would people live in my world? Then you can answer a question for any build. Okay, so I'll bring you through every one that I have right here. You know, this build is a cottage for Spooky. This one is kind of a wizard's tower that actually happens to have a farm behind it. This is a fisherman's cottage. This is a clock tower that tells the time in the world. This is a tavern for the people. This is a library for the people. This is the Roman-inspired nether portal. This is the barn. This is Marnie, of course. This is the architect's cottage of the person that is designing this world, which happens to be me. This is an ancient sort of tunnel. Like, you know, all of this, you know, this is a sailboat coming in from a relative kingdom of mine. Like, all of these things kind of compound. Like, just think about how would people live in the world? And then the more people that live in the world, with the more builds, the more that the world comes to life. Like, that's all that happens when it comes down to it. It really is all, you know, like this, you know, if I was just building this, you know, for me, I would still like it because I like building in Minecraft, right? But the best thing for me is to have that intentionality. You know, this is not just a build for me, right? It's not a build, it's a birthday build. Like, how fun is that? Like, I don't know, like it brings my life more to life. Like, not just in Minecraft, but like it brings my real life to life, right? Like, you know, some people, you may think I'm AI somehow. But you know, if you know me, for me, like, you know, my Friday night is, you know, hanging out with you guys and making a fun build for Spooky right here. And here we are, guys. Let's very quickly check if we have any white stained glass, and if we do, we can finish the build. We're just about there. I do say that we unload our inventory of the things that we don't need for the time being too. And man, we still do have tons and tons of materials, and so that makes me happy. Yeah, look at that. We have so many materials still. Okay, yeah, and plenty of calcite too. Bada boom, just like that, we are once again organized, and we're just about done with the build too. Wow. Okay, as the sun sets, let's take a step back. Serotonin, I am 6 months into this, or almost, actually, yeah, I'm 7 months into the Lotus world, and this world is one where I share it with like 10 other people, right? And so we have so many materials, and it still took me over half a year to make another portal, and so we finally did it. So don't feel like you have to do it immediately. Definitely take your time when it comes down to it. Okay, but I do feel like if anything, in the clock tower that we have right here, we may happen to have a bit more white stained glass. Oh, man. Okay, where is it? I feel like we have it. If not, we're going to have to head back to the starter island, and then we can put the finishing touches on the build. Okay, yeah, it does seem to be the case here. So I think... Oh, I was not recording the whole time. Oh man, that's a bummer. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. Y'all know I love a good cinematic of the build. But it is what it is. Okay, but we can head back to our Stutter Island. And hopefully we have a couple of white stained glass windows. Hey, anyway, the fun thing is that for those of you guys that are hanging out and watching, at least you guys were there. The creation of Spooky's house is Cozy Cottage. Spooky, I do think that I'm going to come up with an even more creative name than just Spooky's Cottage too. I want it to have even more of a significance within the kingdom that we have here. Okay, but we do have to head to sleep for the night. It's getting too dark out here. Why are you not sleeping for the night, man? Hey, Vampy, it's good to see you, my man. Happy Saturday, and I hope that you have a good work day when it comes down to it. I can't speak for a second to put your name into the stream book. For reasons that are kind of extensive. So give me 1 second, but I do want to put your name into the stream book, and happy Saturday, my man. Alright, bam, there we go. So for whatever reason, whenever I go into any chat box tonight, if I'm speaking, which I'm fine with it to a certain degree, but I want to turn it off during stream. I can speak into the microphone and I can microphone chat a message in microphone or in Minecraft nowadays, which is really nice. Oh! No, don't explode! Don't explode! Don't explode! Don't explode! I just worked so hard on this build. Come over here. No, come over here. Oh, dude. I swear to goodness. Swear to goodness. Okay. Oh, don't blow up. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. One more. Oh. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Whew. Okay. Okay, we're fine. Hey, Play-Doh, it is good to see you, my man. We almost got run up on a creeper right now, and it's definitely very scary. Anyway, guys, if you guys haven't checked out any of Play-Doh's most recent series, he is doing a one Minecraft day every single day in Minecraft, like Ryan Trahan, which I think is super fun, man. That's super fun. I think it's awesome. I've caught a couple of the episodes. I haven't been able to catch up on any of them, or not any of them, not all of them. But I'm excited to. I'm sure I'll catch up on a couple of them over the weekend. I have been enjoying this series, and I think it's fun. But I have a lot of questions when it comes down to it. If Play-Doh, if you haven't checked out JDMC, definitely check out JDMC, but also JDMC Plus. He's kind of doing a content style where I love what he's doing, and I've kind of been doing a bit more on the second channel for myself when it comes down to it. But I think that you have not a lot. You have a significant margin in common with him when it comes to what you're doing with the commentary, and I think that you're doing it in a way better level. I think your content of what you're doing is higher quality, but as someone that is uploading every single day, I do think that if you're looking at someone else that within the scene and the niche that is also doing the same sort of thing that you're doing right now, definitely take a look at JDMC, because I do think it's probably worthwhile company. And it has been for me. And both you and Tim have been an inspiration for me to continue on with making, as much content as I can, while also continuing to, maintain the quality that I can. But there's also a lot to be said, and I'm sure that you know about this, about, steady consistency and growth over time, and making, little things compound in your Minecraft world and within YouTube, and also just being able to have an outlet where you can, share yourself with other people. I have also this with stream, and I also am inspired by you and JD on the second channel when it comes down to it too. Along with, so many other Minecraft creators when it comes down to it, right? Turned off the music very quickly. But anyway, my man, it's good to see you. And I can't speak for a second, but I am going to put you into the stream book very quickly. And it's a long story. Hey, and Vampy, have a great night, my man, or a great day, my man. I hope work goes well. And once again, dude, if you're still here, incredible, dude. Ang Lee is looking wonderful, and I'm happy to talk and compliment you even more when it comes down to it too. Good night, and good morning. Actually, you're doing the night shift, so good night, man. And I hope you have a good night. Give me 1 second to put Play-Doh into the stream book. Yeah, Vampy, it's looking so good. I really do mean that. It's looking incredible. If you guys are not a member of the Discord, Vampy ended up sending a couple of photos of their finished village right next to their mega castle in the SMP of Westerly, the Westerly SMP. And it looks incredible. All the details, dude. I could not have been able to put that in that amount of time. You can see how much effort I put into everything that we have here so far in the Kingdom of Solith. And it's taken a very long time, I do assure you that. But as you can see, we also have just about, fully placed right here. Foundation for Spooky's build right here. A Spooky's cabin when it comes down to it. And I am sure that we will iterate on the name and make it even better. But man, I'm happy that we have a brand new build in the Kingdom of Solith, and I do think that I'm going to go and have some dinner for tonight. I do have a hamburger from Famous Dave's Barbecue, which I got with a teacher discount, or a teacher gift card that I got for Christmas. And so I'm definitely very excited for it. It's kind of warming in the oven right now. And I'm so thankful that I was able to spend a bit of time continuing to get some progress done with you guys here in the kingdom. And look at this. We have a wonderful build with our Kingdom of Solith banners and definitely an interior that needs to be done, along with a pathway that needs to be connected to the build too. So I do think that I'm going to do that off camera, but once again, guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me here tonight on Friday night. If you have not taken a look at tonight's video or today's video, it's episode, I think 9. Yeah, episode 9 in the Lotus SMP. Please do consider leaving a like on it and leaving it on in the background. I spend so much time on those videos, and it would really mean a lot for me, or it would really mean a lot to me if you guys would take a look at it and let me know what you think. And I'm sure that you'll see how much this place has grown over time as well. But I'm sending you guys some good energy, some good love into your Friday and Saturday and weekend, and I will catch up with you all very soon. Until then, and thanks once again for spending some time with me tonight on Friday. Serotonin, good night. Spooky, good night. Lily, good night. Lato, good night. Vampy, good night. And Mari, if you're still here, good night and good morning and good afternoon to you. And thank you guys so much once again for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate spending time with you. Hopefully I think I said serotonin. If not, serotonin too. Anyway, good night, good night, good night. Until the next time.